As much as people think that was a gift that I gave, to me it was a gift that came to me.
Kevin Walsh is a seasoned broadcaster for Comcast Sportsnet New England as a sports anchor and reporter. Before arriving in Boston, Kevin lived and worked in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, California, and Hawaii.
I've lived all over the world, but the best place in the world is suburban Boston. And I can say that with credibility because I've been everywhere else.
While working in Honolulu, he became part of a story he never thought he would tell. He was given an assignment to cover the story of a man who found an interesting golf ball. Chris Pablo, while golfing one day, found a golf ball amongst his own with the words, "Beat leukemia." Here's the twist. Chris, at the time, had leukemia. He had just been diagnosed 3 weeks earlier.
Now, how that golf ball found its way into his basket, and not the basket of dozens of other golfers who were at the range that day, and what compelled him to reach down, pick it out, and inspect it, and to have a message that spoke specifically to him and his medical condition, God only knows.
Through Walsh's media coverage, Chris found a bone marrow donor who saved his life.
We helped him find a life-saving bone marrow match, and 86 other people had a second chance at life because of that man that found that golf ball in his basket, and the stories grew on top of each other.
During this time, another patient came forward who needed a donor. This prompted Walsh to register.
And 4 years after I did that, I got a call out of the blue that I was the only match in the world for a 16-year-old boy who I had never met before, and that he was very sick and we needed to get moving. I went to transplant. Doctors drilled in my pelvis, removed the bone marrow, and transplanted it into the boy.
The book where Walsh explains his journey is called The Marrow in Me. The book ends with Walsh returning to Honolulu to run a marathon to honor the boy whom he had donated marrow to. Chris Pablo was waiting for Kevin and gave him a box of golf balls as a gift, all of them which read, "Beat leukemia." They are now circulating the country in hopes of inspiring those who find them to create miracles and stories like the one Kevin had become part of. The journey to help this boy he had never met has changed his life forever.
I just felt so special for just being myself. It took no talent. All I was myself, and I was available, and it was the greatest gift that I ever got.
Walsh hopes that all residents take the time to consider becoming a donor. It's easier than you think.
Now you can have just a simple cheek swab. Your information, your DNA, your markers are in the computer. So if somebody ever gets sick, they plug that information in the computer, and then maybe you're lucky enough that, oh, there's a match. We need to get in touch with Kristen or somebody else and see if they'll go to the next step.
If you would like to learn more, you can visit marrow.org.